We're going to take a single podcast, run it through this agent, and have it cut the most viral clips for us with the virality score included. So I ran the agent here, and as you can see, we have a send message node. So we're actually sending these to Slack, and at the Slack channel, I want the full entire YouTube video. I also want the clips included there just below the full video. So it's easy to reference where these clips are coming from. So I can easily look back at the full video. I also want it to assign a virality score for me. So out of 10, I want a 9 out of 10 is all we're working with in this AI agent. So only the clips that reach 9 out of 10 on virality score are actually sent to the Slack channel. So if we check out the Slack channel, we should be able to see all this in action. All right, so here in Slack, we can see we have the full length YouTube video. So I did the clip cut up on a voice agent that I did, in which you can set up a voice agent for different service businesses. So doctor's office, dentist office, nail salon, even service-based construction companies or cleaning services, whatever the case is, you can call the voice agent, have an interaction with it. What's the calendar? What's the pricing? Is my appointment today or tomorrow, etc. Anyways, check out the video if you find that useful. And what it does is includes here in the Slack message the clips directly below the full-length video with a virality score out of 10. We have 2 10s here and a 9.1. And what we can actually do is just go ahead and click and download these and run the MP4 files ourselves and see what we got. So this is actually one of the clips that it came up with. As you can see, it even did a little edit for us. So it broke the clip in half, has talking head, has some of the action on the screen for us. So we'll go ahead and play it. Documentation into the agent, and it will recall the company information and be able to answer that to me live over the phone. So you can talk about hours, you can talk about pricing, you can talk about all types of different things. These kind of questions that service providers get just so many times, right? Like maybe a handful of questions are 90% of all the questions that you typically see from customers. You can put those into the knowledge base, which is a RAG chatbot. I'll show you how to do that. So as we can see here, it actually went through the entire build and found the most viral point of the build to share. In this is like a pretty technical build on how to set up the agent. It actually went and found a summary for me. So that's actually pretty cool. It's maybe a 15-minute video, and it finds the exact moment where I'm just summarizing the agent, the most pertinent parts that folks would find interesting in maybe a little more technical build. You can use it in a service business. It answers questions for you. It can tell you the pricing, it can tell you the time of appointments. It can call the calendar. And that's actually very helpful. And now think about a podcast that's hours long. You can actually go in there and get the most viral moments and even have the beginning step of an edit where it gives you a split screen, add some captions. So it really just cuts down on so much time. The first node we have is an on-form submission node. So this is just basically a single form. We have the link and you're just putting the YouTube URL. So in my example, I did my voice agent. This is where you can put the podcast in or whatever long form video that you actually want to cut up. Here in the node, you're doing authentication none, YouTube clipper, the field name, YouTube URL. It's a text element and it's just inputting or copy and pasting over the YouTube URL. The next node we have is an HTTP request, and we're doing a post. You can get these in the developer documents at Vizard AI, but you can just go ahead and copy the link from here. And also in the Skool Community, in the template, we actually do have all of the links for this build. So you can just go through and node by node, it lays out what links to click. So you want to set up your authentication with Vizard, and you'll just do a header authentication and you'll bring over your Vizard API. For the JSON body, here it is. Again, it's also in the Skool Community. You can just copy and paste it over and or pause the video here. You want to go to vizard.ai, Go ahead and sign up for an account. One thing to note, you cannot use a free account to generate an API token. So you'll go ahead and click the monthly fee, which is annual. It's $14.50 here in the States. And for the monthly fee, it is $29. You get a bunch of credits here. You can manage 6 accounts. Once you're set up in that, we can go ahead and move to the workspace. Here inside the workspace, you just want to come over here to the right, click on your account up here in the top right. After clicking on your account, you'll just come over here to the bottom left, click API, you'll be able to generate a token. Copy your API token and we'll go over to N8N. Back here in N8N, you have your generic credential type, header authorization, and you'll go ahead and create new credential. For the value, you'll go ahead and paste in the API token that you generated from Vizard AI, and then you can just go ahead and title this Vizard API. After you set that up, you just want to make sure you have send body, body content type as JSON, using JSON, and here you can go ahead and copy this in. Again, it's in the Skool Community. And here we have the Skool Community. It's all about teaching you these tools, but then also how to actually monetize them. So here in the classroom, we have a 60-day step-by-step task guide that you should be following every day to actually get a paying client from these. So we have different outreach processes, different sales processes, and we go into detail on how to structure these so that you can best position yourself to monetize these workflows. We have some different tools here. We have agent builds, and we have hundreds of templates that you can download and use for your use case. So I'm here at the Vizard AI, and I actually have all of the information that you'll need. You can go ahead and download the template as well, but if you build it out, you can just go ahead and come here and literally copy and drop these into the build. Next, we have a wait node, and this is just waiting 10 seconds because further along in the build, we will be able to loop back if we don't have clips that reach a certain virality score. Following the wait node, we have an HTTP request node. In here, we have a get method, and the URL is pulled directly from Vizard's developer document. We have, again, set up our credentialing, generic credential type, header auth, and just go ahead and use our Vizard API. The next node we have is the if node. So for the if node, we're just setting up the condition that we want to make sure that the clips are actually cut up. So in the developer documentation for Vizard AI, we will get a 2000 code that confirms that we're ready to go ahead and move forward. So this is simply stating that if we do get that code, we can go ahead and move forward. And if we don't get that code, we want to go ahead and loop back. So if we look at the build here, if we don't get the 2000 code, we're looping back to wait for another 10 seconds, and it'll continue to loop until we do get the okay and actually get the clips to move forward. The next node we have is a Slack message. It's a send message node. If you're unfamiliar how to set up Slack, there are other videos on the channel, but you want to go ahead and send the message to a channel. So you can go ahead and pick the channel in Slack you're sending the message to. What we're doing here is just basically pulling the initial URL. So when we went over the build in the beginning, you saw how there was just the complete and full video from YouTube. That's what we're doing with this node. So this is just taking the on-form submission, and that is coming from here. So on-form submission, we're just dragging and dropping this, the YouTube URL, and this is just stipulating, again, the first message that we get in Slack will be the entire video, because as you start cutting these up, it's difficult to trace back to what video these clips are coming from, so it's a good reference to have. The next node we have is the edit fields node. This is simply because we were going to split out the videos that we get and just accept the most viral ones. So in the submit node, here in the JSON body, we're actually getting a max number of clips of 8. So this will just filter off, okay, does this meet the virality criteria or does it not? And so in here, we'll go ahead and do the videos array. Here we have the split node, and we're just doing the videos. Again, we're going to go ahead and split the videos because we want the virality criteria to be 9 and above. So we have the filter node. We're taking the viral score, and it is greater than or equal to 9. And finally, we're sending the message back to Slack, and in the text message here, we're taking the title of the video, the score of the video out of 10, the virality score out of 10, so it should be greater than 9. It'll be 9 something or 10, and also including the video URL. So again, we had the Slack message, the full video at the top, and then the clipped up videos below with the virality score, the title, and then the actual downloadable file for each of those clips. Here on my YouTube channel, I have a super agent build that I did. I'm going to go ahead and take this YouTube link and drop it into the agent we just built and have it cut up. This is 30 minutes of content and see what it generates for us. Went ahead and executed the workflow. Going to go ahead and drop the YouTube link in here, and it should execute to pull the clips for us. So here back in it, you can see the workflow is functioning. It's going to cut the clips, give us only the clips that have a viral score of 9 out of 10 or above, and then send those to the Slack channel with the full video, but then also the clips underneath. So we can easily reference what video it's coming from, and then also see the clips that it provides us. So as you can see, it's going through. All right, so it's been running for a little bit here. There are clearly no viral clips that it's finding in a super agent technical build, but if you're interested in actually building a super agent you can use, check out the video on the YouTube channel. It's maybe not the most viral, but it's definitely the most useful. So that's the build. I hope you found it useful. I hope that you use this tool to cut up your own clips, YouTube videos, podcasts. It just helps you scale content so much faster. That's the build. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.